Hey there, it's Divya Mystery here, the funnel marketing coach, and today we're talking about how creating assets, how you can create assets so that you can get more clients and work less doing so. It's a simple thing that a lot of coaches, expert speakers miss, and I want to go into that just in a moment. Hi, I'm Divya Mystery, and I help purpose-driven experts, purpose-driven coaches to make more money without working harder. And if you want my download, it's 14 funnel upsell ideas, and you can get it by going to bit.ly/14 funnel ideas. So funnel upsells. I'll put that in the first comments below after the live. So today, look, I'm talking about how creating assets in your business is going to lead you to be able to serve more people and make more money without having to work harder. And this is a real big thing for a lot of coaches out there. Is they're working harder and working harder and working harder. I'm sure you probably felt it yourself if you're a coach, where you go out there and you intend to help the world, but what happens is you end up working harder and harder and harder and actually burning out yourself. Like, you end up with no energy because you're serving. You're either on calls or you're delivering by being on calls, and you get to a point where you're on calls to sell or you're on course to deliver, and you get to a point where your energy is drained. If you've ever felt that before, you're not alone. And this live is going to teach you about, this video is going to teach you exactly about that and how to overcome that, and what are marketing assets you need in place to be able to overcome that. Hey there, Robin. Great of you to join us. And by the way, if you're on the live, please let me know below. And if you're on the replay, let me know you're on the replay as well. So today, first of all, why is this important? It's important because there's so many people. I have a client, and this particular client came to me, and they'd been running their business for probably about a year and a half when they came to me. And this particular client is somebody who's very sensitive and really wants to help the world. They really want to help their clients. And they come from a really good place. And what they had done is they started their business doing one-to-one. And that wasn't working for them because they're a sensitive person, they're an introvert, they've got this energy where they've got to conserve that energy. And so what they decided to do is create assets. And what that enabled them to do when they started to do this, they had to change their business model and they started creating assets. Now, when they started creating the assets, what that enabled them to do is to start spending less time with one-to-one clients, but serve more people and make more money in the process, make more profit in the process. And it changed everything for them because they had got to a point where they wasn't really sure exactly how to continue to grow this business. Now, step one, they'd already implemented and got some assets. And when they came to me, they already had some assets. And I actually showed them, and I want to share this with you because it's really important. It's important to have the right assets, not just have assets in your business, but the right assets in your business to grow your business. When they came to me, they had some assets. They created some assets. They were making sales from them assets on autopilot, effectively. Not totally, obviously. You've got to still market yourself. But they didn't have to show up to deliver or show up to actually sell it. They just had to send traffic to a particular location. And that's really important because when you're running a business, there are so many different things you need to be aware of. Your profit and loss, how you're operating, your systems and processes, if you're employing people, HR, your marketing, your sales, and driving, and just within marketing and sales, there's a whole ton of functions you need to do. You need to be able to drive traffic, new leads, new people. You need to get them people in, and then you've got to sell to them people, and you might need to sell them one-to-one, and then you've got to deliver for them people. And there's so many things to do that people get mixed up in this, and they don't build the assets they need to build to be successful long term. Now look, if you're a coach, you don't need lots and lots of different assets. It's good. The more you have, the better, of course. But you just need to start with one asset or a small number of assets. But what it does, this is why it's important, by the way, if you haven't got any assets, is it enables you to create a systemized way to take prospects into leads, or if they're already clients of yours, enable them to take the next step with you and buy more from you. Because people who are already clients will buy quicker from you, right? And people who are not clients, you don't want to spend hours and hours trying to convince them people to become clients. If you're trying to do that, you're not going to be spending time serving the people who are clients. You're not going to be spending time serving them more deeply. You're not going to be spending time growing your audience. And you're going to be working way harder. And I don't want you to work way harder. I don't think you want to work way harder. I know you probably want to serve more people, but you don't want to work way hard. So it's important, because what it enables you to do is leverage your expertise. Now, I am convinced you must have heard this word leverage before. There are people who band it about all over the place. Leverage this, leverage that, leverage this, leverage that, leverage. It's the key to growing a business. It's not the key to growing a business. It's an important factor in growing a business once you're at a certain stage. So if you are somebody who is a coach, a speaker, somebody who helps other people, and you're an expert, and you're at a stage where you've grown to a certain point, and you're like, I can't get to the next point, I can't seem to grow my income. This is going to be specifically for you, and this is why it's important, because it creates automation, it creates leverage, it enables you to sell without you having to constantly show up to do so. And so, what is an asset? What are the different types of assets you can have in your business? Well, a funnel is an asset, but actually, let's break this down. A marketing funnel is a series of assets put together in a very specific sequence, right? And it's a sequence to enable higher conversions and to get more sales. And so what are the individual assets within that funnel? Well, if you're going to have pages, you're going to have opt-in pages, you're going to have sales pages, you're going to have email sequences, you might have webinar sequences, you might have videos that are in there, you might have blog posts in there, you might have images and infographics in there, you might have other products in there, you might have podcasts, you might have anything that when you create it once can be used over and over and over and over and over again is an asset. And you want to be building these assets, because you look at large companies, and large companies don't get large by just doing one-on-one. Now, don't get me wrong, there's an asset. You need to do one-on-one conversations. If you're going to sell a £10,000 package, you need to have a one-on-one conversation to do that. Of course you need to have that. But to get to start alleviating your time on, especially if you're trying to you're at a certain point, you need to have some assets in there. You might have a sales letter, might have an FAQ page, you might have a testimonials page, you might have an email sequence, you might have a webinar, and these assets will do some of the selling for you, or all of the selling for you, depending on what type of funnel you've got going on. And it's really important, because that's what's going to enable you to do more with less. And it's going to enable you to focus on the most important parts of your business. Because let's be real, right? The most important part is there's two really important parts. One is to get more sales, and you don't get more sales just by driving traffic to something not useful, but to get more sales. And to two, when you get them sales, get them people to want to buy more from you, because that's the easiest way of growing your business. If you want to create assets that enable you to work less but create more income, then what you want to do is you want to go to your audience that have already bought and create more things for them to buy and assets related to that. Because if you already know you can convert people into buyers, where you're going to leverage the most is to convert them buyers into multi-buyers, into higher ticket buyers, and creating assets for them to be able to take hold of the opportunity that you have for them to become higher ticket or multi-buyers. That is going to accelerate your business quicker than just purely focusing on new traffic. And that's why assets are so important, because let's say you were doing all of that. Let's say you were having conversations to turn prospects into buyers. Let's say you were networking to get them prospects, and then you were having conversations to turn prospects into buyers, and then you're having conversations to turn buyers into multi-buyers or higher ticket buyers, and then you were delivering that one-on-one with everybody. You very, very, very quickly get to a point where you run out of time in the day. And the only thing you can do then is increase your prices, which you definitely should do, by the way, if you're doing one-on-one or done for you. But you may still want to get more people in, or you may still want to convert more people. And without the assets doing some of the selling for you, you're going to have to do all of it one-on-one. And that makes your life a lot harder and takes a lot more of your time. So if you want to do more with less, create assets in your business, specifically marketing assets. Unless you've built your business to hundreds of thousands a month, or millions every year, just keep creating marketing assets and selling more stuff. And obviously you want to automate the delivery of that as well. So it could be like a membership site. You could be a video that delivers the product, some assets that help them to implement some of it themselves. An onboarding process is an asset in your business. And when's the right time to do that? Well, if you're making money and you don't have to worry about sales coming in at this moment in time, like you're not worried that you're not going to be able to put food on your plate tomorrow, then now is the time to start creating more assets. Because that will enable you to do more without having to work harder. And if you want ideas of how you can do that, how you can implement upsell ideas into your business, upsells that are going to create you more money with less effort, because you're going to take your buyers and give them more value and more that they can take and use for themselves to better themselves and whatever you coach them or help them in, then I've got a free download for you. Go to bit.ly/14 funnel upsells. I've just created the link, hence why I couldn't remember it. And I will put that in the comments below as soon as this is done. bit.ly/14 funnel upsells. And there you can download this completely free guide. And in that guide, I've got 14 different ways in which you can take your current audience of buyers and turn them into multi-buyers. And by the way, right now, in this period of time where there isn't huge amounts of certainty, that is the quickest way you can create income in your business. If you want to create income in your business, put an upsell in place today. And you go out to your current buyers and you sell them that upsell. And you will make more money in your business today as a result. So the web address for that is bit.ly/14 upsell, 14 funnel upsells. The number 14, by the way, not the words 14. Number 14 upsell, funnel upsells. 14 funnel upsells. bit.ly/14 funnel upsells. And there you can download it completely free. You don't have to pay anything for it. Completely free. Take them ideas, implement it in your business, go and make some money. Hey, I'm still Delivery Mystery, and thank you so much for coming on this live stream. Go and download it. I'll put the link below, and I look forward to seeing you in the very next live.